All right, we're going to be graphing two variable equations, and we're going to, they wanted you to notice that they're going to be linear. Now, because when we have two variables, they don't always have to be linear, and let me explain what linear means. We're going to break down that word. I want you to notice that right in here, you have, if we took off this part, we'd have the word line.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? And so this just means an equation that graphs a line. And
okay.
later on in your math experience, you're going to find that they don't have to just graph a line. They're going to graph other things too. But
Okay.
a couple lessons ago, you had an equation, and you had a T-chart, and we might even have made it an H-chart. I don't know, we never really called it anything, but what if they gave you some numbers. Actually, let's do it nice and in order. Doesn't matter. That means that I put a 0 right in for x, so I'd have...
So it'd be 6.
Wait just a second.
Oh, 0. I'm sorry, 4.
There you go.
I was doing 1.
Yeah, so if I put the 1 in,
Then it'd be 6.
then it would be 6. And if I put the 2 in...
8. That was nice.
Okay. And eventually you're going to notice that if you do this in order over here, that these over here will have a pattern. And somebody, probably along the line, said, hey, look, there is a pattern. I wonder what that pattern is. And so they took this part out, and they put these T-chart like this. 0, 1, and 2. And we said that was 4, 6, and 8. And I said, whoa.
Oh, so you could graph
Then
that.
we can graph those. I wonder what it looks like if we made those into ordered pairs. Now, I'm just speculating that this is what somebody did. I don't know the history behind it, but I'm just imagining. Someone said, there's some pattern there. I wonder what it might look like if I turn those into ordered pairs and I put them on some kind of a chart. And so I'm going to actually take this. I don't know if that's going to work. I should have maybe made a different color. Okay, so we're going to graph those like they were ordered pairs, okay? So if I go on this graph paper line and I come... make my y-axis. I don't know why I usually make that one first. Make my x-axis. And if we make that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and so forth, 1 and 2, oops, we can't do that. Okay, and I'll need 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Okay.
But you only have 6 here.
That's true, and I only need to go to 2 there anyway, so it's okay.
Oh, okay, I see what you're
Yeah.
doing.
So I'll have 0 and 4. So 0 and 4. Let's change. So 0 and 4 start there. Okay. And 1 and 6 go there. And 2 and 8 go here. And they, hey, look.
They go
That's
diagonal.
in a line. It goes diagonal, and I could like stick some. And what if I kept going and did bunches of numbers? So what if I did more than 3?
3 and 10.
Yeah, well, what if I went backwards this time? So now that because we know about negative numbers, instead of 0, 1, and 2, I went backwards from 0 there, and I did -1 and -2.
And it'd be negative. No.
So I'm going to plug that. What was it? 2x plus 4? Y equals 2x plus 4. And I plug a -1 in there. So that'd be 2 times -1, which would be -2.
-2.
Plus
So then it'd be
4.
-2.
-2 plus 4 is
Oh.
+2.
Right. Did I say -2?
You did.
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
Okay, though. And then if I plugged in a -2 in there, -2 times 2 is -4.
And then plus 4. 0.
Uh-huh. Very good. So then I have some more ordered pairs. So let's get a different color again. And I have -1. That's over here. And I go up 2. And sure enough, look at that. It's, what am I doing? Right on that line that I just drew. Fantastic. And -2, 0, that's right on that line I drew. And so now I don't have to just stick to whole numbers either. I could go to fractions, so I can go to fractions also. And so I could I could put fractions in there, and I don't have to put fractions there because I can estimate now. Hey, look, if I went a half's going to be, I just come up that line till I get to there, and that's going to be a half. I do negative half, and I come up the line till I get about right there, and I got another one. So now, every single place on that line is can be taken up by all of the x values up there. And so this line goes forever and ever, so with all the options of numbers that I could put into that equation.
That's so
Okay?
cool.
And it graphs a straight line. So let's do another one. They have one for us, and they're using y equals x. Okay? And if I have this is x and this is y, I always plug in for x. And they might tell you. Let me see how, if they're going to give you your ordered pairs. I mean, your x values, or are they just going to say graph it? Let's see.
Okay.
They just say graph it, and so you get to. Oh, they tell you that the -1, 0, and 2. They tell you your x values.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you that 0 is the easiest one to use.
Oh, that's scary.
0 is the easiest one to use.
Okay.
But they're gonna. It looks like they gave
They gave me
zero on
1.
every one of. They're giving you 0 on every one except they're them. That's okay. So let's do -1, 0, and 1, and I'm gonna actually do one more. Technically, you only need 2 points to make a line, but I'm gonna suggest that you, if you have to pick, you pick 3. I'm gonna do 4 just so we can have practice. Okay.
Okay.
So if I plug a -1 in there, -1 equals -1.
Okay.
Okay. If I plug a 0 in there,
0.
0. If I plug a 1 in there,
1.
if I plug a 2 in there,
4. 2 times. I mean, we're doing or it'd be 2, right?
yes, just 2. So we just plug what we plug in, we get out.
Okay, right.
I put in a 0, I get out a 0. Okay. So then, if I come in here and I do a graph, and again, I'm going to keep these bigger lines because they're so microscopic in there. All right, -1, 1. That's down. -1, -1. 0, 0. Actually, 0, 0. 1, 1. 2, 2. It just follows this diagonal. 3, 3. 4, 4. 5, 5. -1. Should do -2, -2. -3, -3. I can keep going, right?
Yeah.
And so I didn't have to. I only used the 4 that I started with. That's all I had. I'm going to suggest that you get yourself a ruler of some kind or some straight object, this edge of your phone, some kind of, and then draw your graph.
Is your puppy stuck in the tree yet? You can
There you go. And then just put an arrow at the end. My little tool doesn't give an arrow on it. So. Okay?
Okay.
I wish it did.
That would be cool.
Oh, it does. Fantastic. Okay, we'll have to try that next time.
No way.
All right, let's do just one. Let's do one that looks like that.
Oh boy, yeah.
All right, so they're going to start off with 2x plus y equals 4. I want you to notice the other ones had a y equals and a y equals when we did it. So
Right.
we want to turn this one into a y equals.
Oh no.
You did a whole worksheet on these.
Oh, I did.
You did. We gave it to you because you wanted some extra practice, so we got a whole worksheet on that, right?
Right.
So what do I have to move?
You have to move. We're going for y, right? So we want to move the 2.
Very good. I'm going to move the 2 and the x together. How am I
Right.
going to move it?
You're gonna divide or subtract.
Very good.
I'm used to dividing them.
Right. So we have y equals.
And then 4 minus 2x.
These are not like terms, so we can't put them together.
Right. So it'd be 2x minus 4.
We're going to put the plus 4 because it's a positive 4.
Right.
And the negative goes with the 2x. And
Right.
I like to put the x part first, and you'll find out why in a couple more lessons. Okay?
Okay.
So now we're going to do our ordered pairs. So here's my T-chart.
Asa.
So we're going to use -1, 2, and 5. They suggested that for us. And it's nicer when it's all solved for, like it is here.
So then it'd be okay. So since we have -1 times -2, it'll be +2, right?
Very good.
And then plus 4 would be 6.
Good.
And so then 0. Yeah, 0. So it'd be
Good.
4.
This when I plug this in, that's going to become a -4. Right?
But
That's-
we're doing +2 times -2. Wouldn't that make? It would make. No, we're gonna. I'm adding
Yeah.
-4, and then plus 4 is 0.
very good.
I was kind of there.
Yep. And you plug the 5 in.
-10 plus 4 is -14. No, it's not -6. right?
What'd you say?
-6.
Very good.
I almost said -14.
Don't have enough room, we'll take it to the other one and we'll graph it. See how this one has a lot more process because we're going to do multiple things, and
Yeah.
multiple lessons. Okay. Then we're going to get our graph paper. -1, 6. So -1, +1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 0, and 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, just in the nick. Is that a straight line? Yes, it is. Now, I'm going to go, my arrow only goes on the end of it, so I'm going to have to go, with my tool, I'm going to have to go backwards like that, but that's not a problem. So I can have the arrow, okay?
That's the neatest.
Okay.
Awesome. It's
I know,
not that bad.
Not that bad. Now the last one was a little longer because we had to
Yeah.
solve first. Oops, what in the world? Solve first, then find our numbers, and then graph.
Then graph.
Okay.
But it won't be that bad.
No bad. No, you practice those, and then normally you're gonna just find your ordered pairs and graph.
Yeah.
All right.